The heirlooms is so much money. So much money. I was just at 120k. Wait. Oh, no. Yeah. I don't know how much I have. Oh. Ah. Okay. Trinkets. I have me. Trinket. Can I put the same one? Bam! What? 2k? Okay, talents. I'll Google. Rouge Outlaw. Talents. PvP. Putting the talents. Oh. Okay. Deeper. Deeper. Cheat death. Prey on the weak. What's before? Is this too? Beep 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 beep. Quick draw. Okay. Okay. I never played Outlaw. That's gonna be a first. What's the second? This? Wait, what's the second one? We didn't do the second one. It's good. Okay. PvP doesn't matter. It's not gonna transfer, is it? Does it transfer to dungeons? Or... Okay. What? Oh. I thought I couldn't queue for a sec. Nice. Make me leader. What? Are you tanking? What? How is it so quick? Oh, you're tank. Damn, Gnem is tanking. Ooh, wow. Okay. Okay, that was instant Q there. We don't need Manx anymore. I'm kidding. Manx, you're useless. Oh. Thinking does look interesting. Guys, I have none of my abilities here. People don't want to accept. Guys, what's my AoE ability? It's Sinister Strike, right? Oh, Nam, you know how to do this one. Where's the AoE one?
And destroy it.
AoE ability, please. I don't know, I'm nothing. AoE, something to spam AoE, please. Spam AoE. Do I have that? Hello, Rouge player. Rouge player. How do I spam AoE? I'm nervous. Hi, Lucia. Man, what's the ability for AoE? Pistol shot? It's pistol shot, no? No. I need to put them. You mentioned being busy. Wait, I literally, but guys, you talked about Rouge ability that's just like this one and you mentioned the name. I'm just asking the name. You mentioned it yesterday. No, but I thought you remember because you literally talked about it yesterday. So that's why I thought, okay, what's the quick ability, if you remember? Get points with Sinister Strike. Blade Fairy. Thank you. 30 seconds cooldown. Okay, thank you. I'll figure it. This is not... You said it's the same as some Rouge ability, the one from the Warrior. It's not. This is 30 seconds. And Warrior one, it has no cooldown. So that's not the same. It's not the same then. I thought it was the same because you said. So I expected it to be the same. Get points. Okay, Sinister Strike. I'm literally gonna get kicked because I'm not doing anything. Where's Sinister Strike? Oh my god. Sinister Strike. Use run through. Run through. Oh, sprint. Yes. Sheev. Poisons. I don't need blind. You got this. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press random abilities. Oh, let me release. Sorry. It's okay. Where did people leave? Wait, what the fuck? Everyone left? It's okay. Sorry, I was busy. Okay, so... Fuck. Let me put this back. How do I search? Yeah, search. I'm doing this same time. It's okay. Haters gonna hate. You're doing great. Don't worry, honey. Dude, you guys lied to me. This ability is not the same as the warrior ability. Who the fuck said that? I had false expectations. No, but the ability, when we talked about my ability when I started playing warrior, we were in the free boost map as well, I remember. And someone said, oh, this AoE ability is just like the one the Rouge has. This ability. It's specifically that ability we talked about because I was newer with the warrior. And I remember someone said that and I was, oh, okay, so I can do the same with my Rouge. So someone did false expectations. I remember that, okay? Ooh. We got this. It's funny, everyone laughed. I don't know how the fuck this works. I have to put details to I need to read them. Like, what are we spamming here? I need something to spam. Skip. Okay.
Time for a sacrifice. Rotten winner.
My phone is going off. Kill.
Gonna be everywhere.
You did good. They're fucking up because they stayed there. They're fucking up for you. I think someone stayed there. No? Okay. Oh no, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Because I started seeing them fucking spam sinister. Okay, so sinister. Thank you, Max. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sinister. Where's run through? Run through and blade flurry. Blade flurry. Okay, blade flurry. Furry. We love furry. Pistol shot. Run through. I think I don't have it yet. Run through. I don't see. Oh, no, I think I don't have it. Maybe later. So I'll use these two abilities then. Easy. Also, I'm going to load the details to see how I'm doing. Probably trash. You're doing great, Knem. Oh, dispatch? Okay, thank you. They changed the name. Oh, why did they change it? Ah! Ah, shit on my screen. Dispatch. These nuts. Oh, here. Okay. Thank you. They changed because these nuts. These nuts. Hey, I'm doing more damage than the healer. Wow. Easy peasy. And I should put poison, right? Poison. Yeah. These abilities are waiting simulator. Rouge sucks. See, you're doing great. The others were just haters.
What manner of creature is this?
Remember the snake? The snake. Because people die here. The snake, 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 snake. Yeah. You have to kill it. How the fuck is this shit AoE? Is this AoE? No. See, you're good. That would be much better take. Wait. Dude! It feared me here! It feared me here! Wait. That was funny. Did they get feared to the snakes? Wait, that wasn't only me. They got feared to the snakes, right? This is such a chaos. No.
For the glory of the Hoon! Rotten wither! Goon be everywhere!
I can't click anything.
Rotten wither!
You can't click shit with Rouge. Oh my god, it's all like...
Rotten
All the abilities are always dark. You can't click them most of the time. So boring. Oh, snake back. Or not?
Planetary infection imminent.
You like the art design? I like it too.
Virulent specimen detected. Containment priority 1. Devour! Consume! Spread! Cleansing area. Infected!
Dude, Rouge is nothing like Warrior. I don't know what you're on about.
Purge protocols engaged.
Warrior, I can actually click shit.
Purge protocols engaged. Cleansing area. Infected! Purge protocols engaged. Contagion detected. Sanitize. Cleansing area. Infected! Contagion detected. Sanitize. Contagion detected. Sanitize. Destroy virulent source.
Easy peasy.
The
Leave.
Titan bought us time, but Gahun will not stay contained for long.
I think there is spammable. So far boring. No, go to the dungeon. Quick, dungeon. While we wait. Okay. I need to level, I don't care. Okay, meanwhile, yeah. What the fuck do you spam? This Sinister, Dispatch, and Blade Flurry. And sometimes this pops up. Most of the time they're gray. I'm clicking nothing there. You keep rolling the
You are
bones
too
up.
late,
I don't know what to roll on the
outsiders.
bones up
The
mean.
table belongs-
You want haste. I can't. The heirlooms is what I have. These are my heirlooms. Roll the bones. But I don't know what's roll the bone. Oh, it's an ability. I hope you don't tell me to roll something. Roll the bones. I went here. Where'd you see roll the bones? There's no roll the bones here. Is it Outlaw or Rouge? Is it Outlaw or Rouge?
Perhaps you will make a worthy sacrifice for Zool.
Ah, yes. Where? Ah, here. Okay, roll the dice of fate, providing a random combat enhancement. Gray. Gray. I can tell Rouge is boring. Good job on tanking.
Master, I want your bones!
Why can't I hear? Oh.
You are with me!
Bruh.
That sounded funny when it was delayed like that. Thank you, Dendo. How you doing? Hi.
Voltal, in pieces again.
Any other
No matter.
abilities?
I can rebuild him.
Yeah.
But when you die, there will be no coming back.
I am good. I'm trying to learn Rouge. You know, I'll just watch. I don't know. It's so fucking boring. It is nothing compared to Warrior. Do not fucking compare to Warrior. It's offensive to Warriors. Don't do that. It's nothing like Warrior. I'm gonna watch videos. You'll carry me. I don't care. I'm gonna reach 60 and boom, delete. What do we watch? Lasagna. Couples therapy, but the therapist is 7 years old. Ah. Wait. Did I take my pill? Fuck, I feel like I'm getting my period. I'm so mad today. Like, I'm so mad. I think it's my... What's today? What did I get last time? Last time... Wait, I'm delayed. I was supposed to get last week. Oh, it's... Pills fucking... Sorry, hi, I'm here to carry. We're gonna watch random videos. Like, I wish I could stream Vampire Diaries on my stream.
Not welcome here.
Wait. Pill.
Balthazar's power flows through me.
Ooh, guys, carry me, okay? So,
Balthazar's power flows through me.
oh yes, I can't wait. I literally, my Instagram is full of Vampire Diaries, and I went on Instagram today just for fun to watch some reels, and I got a big Vampire Diaries spoiler. Like, huge, huge spoiler, I guess last season or something. I can't even check fan videos of Vampire Diaries.
But I will still be
For 1 second, I went there. I can't say. Like, I don't care about the last season. I only like 1 to 3. But it's still a big spoiler.
The Tsar will awaken soon, but you will not live.
Yes, I've never watched above 3 because they're not good, in my opinion. But they're not as good. But I watched 1 time, and I'm on season 7, and I got bored, so I stopped watching last month because I was bored. I know, indeed, Wolf. Now my tummy started hurting. There is, but
Let your soul be shattered.
wait, what the Mist of Pandaria? No, quit. Eh. Oh my god. But yes, let's watch these videos and have some good time and have some fun. Good time.
On YouTube, do you see happy couples?
Mr. Beast surprised his girlfriend with 100,000 roses.
Not Mr. Beast. Oh, what else? My tummy. Daughter finds a date for her mom. Oh, that's weird. mm, we need to watch something crime. Do all teens think the same? That's what drug addicts say, though. Ha 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 ha. I can just stop it, you know. I don't want to, but I can just stop it. Copium, yeah. I'm counting YouTube and Twitch part of the social media, so that's why I'm saying yes. I don't care about the other social medias. I don't use Twitter. Instagram, I recently started liking Instagram Reels because there's a lot of Vampire Diaries stuff there, which is funny. But I'm counting YouTube and Twitch and Reddit. Can you stop using it for months without thinking about it? I think they should have explained what they categorize as social media. Yeah. I mean, but technically YouTube is. And all of Twitch, it is. It's just not. They're more productive than others, I guess. But I do use. I mean, I'm streaming on social media right now. Yeah, if we're counting Instagram and Twitter, no, I don't. Like, I had Instagram deleted this whole time. Just recently I downloaded it. Like, I had the app deleted because I don't use it. But I might uninstall again. Because sometimes I watch these reels, I don't notice time. But I had it deleted for a long time now. And I don't even have Twitter app still. But I post on my like PC sometimes. Yeah, I don't know.
Kill you, thousands injured.
That's horrible. That should be a headline. Like I usually just look at all the headlines, but I had no idea. Like I've
Okay.
More influence than previous generations. 3.
These questions suck.
I was like, hey,
Do all guys think the same?
I have worried about the size of my penis.
We're talking diameter?
Talking circumference or radius?
Circumference?
That is a lot of pressure.
What if I don't live up to the big
pressure.
black dick? But if it's too big, girls don't even like that.
That's what they tell people.
Is it just sex?
These preferences and typical grocery store wine, including sustainable, varietal, and Dulu. Also got this cactus.
Ah,
pet
there's
red
something
blend. I'm
else. That's
excited
a
for
different channel.
Hey, support your boy on his birthday. Happy birthday to me and what am I, JC right now? Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. I love you guys.
We can't hear.
You savage.
Somewhat.
Okay.
Somewhat.
Okay.
You're cheap.
I have my reason.
Well, I mean, like, if she wants to, I'm not gonna say no. If she wants to split it or something, or if she wants to pay for all of it, I'm like, hey, look at you.
Hey, look at you.
That was the reasoning why I went to
Little
only
shit.
agree and not strongly agree.
Same.
Because if she
That's
wants
my
to
reasoning
split
as well,
it or
yeah.
put in something, I'm gonna let her too.
I was
You
thinking.
know what? Hold on.
No, we can't. Where are you going?
He swayed me, dude. He swayed me.
Are you part of the sway house now?
Wait, let me say this. So I think for sure it should be even. Whoever wants to pay can pay. It shouldn't be guys or girls. But guys have been so shitty and men are so shit that I think that because of that, the guys should just make up for all the other shitty guys in the world and have the incentive to pay first.
Yeah.
But it should be 50-50. I totally agree. I'm just looking out.
I think personally, I will always pay on a first date, right? But 50 Cent said it best. Whoever asks the person, do you want to go on a date, should pay.
I like
On
that.
the first
Okay.
He was a philosopher.
If a cute, okay, this is kind of different. If a cute girl
Okay.
comes up to you at a bar and is like, hey, do you want to get a drink? You're
Oops,
gonna be
I
like,
didn't mean
oh,
to
you
do-
asked. You gotta get it.
You gotta pay.
You gotta pay for
50
it.
cents, sis. You gotta pay.
Well, if she goes, do you want a drink? I'll be like, sure. And then I'll,
You have a girlfriend.
She
You're
doesn't.
supposed
that I paid. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
look
but
at this.
Who's
The
the
boy.
question?
Check this out.
Do you think it's attractive?
Is there
when a girl, like,
timestamps with the
reaches for the check?
questions?
Yeah, I think a girl should at least do the, thank you. so much. And you're like, thank you for the.
That's a.
Sexual.
And like, I'm not even joking. Sometimes, like, I look down and it's gone. And I'm like, oh, and I have to go. Sometimes where I ditch the guys for my girlfriend, but there's also times where I ditch my girlfriend.
Yeah, it's like 50-50.
Yeah.
It just depends.
Questions, timestamps. Why is there no project? Like, there's no timestamps here. Why?
You know what? Fuck my friend.
And then I have Kian. George, you moved.
Yeah, I moved.
Why?
Okay, there's literally 0 timestamps. No point. All right. How doctors tell patients they're dying. Ooh.
We must deal with patients surprised that they're nearing the end of life.
It's certain that everybody's going to die. There's no certainty as to when.
It's not clear from the CT scan what's going on.
And frequently, as an emergency surgeon, I'm meeting somebody for the first time and they have no idea that they could die from their disease. Whether that's because nobody's told them or they're in denial, I don't know, but it's always a surprise.
Clyde Earle has been undergoing treatment for advanced cancer for a year. He's now suffering with intense pain. The prognosis is not good.
Well, you're in good hands here, Dr. Cooper.
I know.
Dr. Cooper wants to talk to Mr. Earle and his wife, Audrey, about what comes next.
The rumor has it you guys are newlyweds. Is that right? Huh?
Yeah.
That's great.
In March.
Now, what happened before you came into the hospital?
One morning, I had so much pain, I could not take it. I was in deep trouble.
Yeah.
3:30.
With pain.
Yeah. What I discovered was that he and his wife had the expectation that he had many more months. So let me ask you, what do we expect to happen after you leave the hospital?
We're going fishing.
Okay.
We're going up to a house in Maine.
Okay.
Okay. And then after Maine, we'll go back to the house in Florida.
Right.
Now, has anybody talked to you about hospice or having hospice nurses take care of you, or is that part of the plan?
Women, if we need it.
Right.
I know the procedure.
Yeah. When I said hospice, it was as if I was talking to somebody who only thought that hospice would be necessary when he was just about to die. My impression was that that was the goal, was to get him to hospice. I think the lesson learned is that you have to ask. You know, you can't make those assumptions because oftentimes patients and their families aren't at all where you think they are and aren't at all where you think they should be.
But Zara Cooper had at least started a conversation about the end of life.
We are here to take care of you, okay? All right.
As Clyde Earle's condition worsened, Dr. Cooper brought in Kathy Selvaggi, a senior palliative care physician whose expertise is in end-of-life care. She would now take up the hospice discussion.
She and I had a conversation about goals of care and
When Dr. Selvaggi came down to the ICU to meet them, I said, you know, you've got a lot of work to do. She said, I know.
that it was really important to take his wife aside and talk about what I was seeing.
Hi. How are you, Audrey? Let's not ask a question like that.
I know. Clyde? Good morning.
It's been like this.
Oh. What am I watching?
I don't think we are.
No.
I think he's going to be here with us.
Yeah, I know he is. I guess I was in what was a hand.
And to identify that as a moment where you can help somebody. Whereas I think the natural inclination.
Oh, he died 5 days later. Great, now I'm depressed. I should have just watched some crime video. Hmm. Ooh. Can secular and Orthodox Jews see eye to eye? What's secular? Not connected with religion. Ah, okay. That's me. I understand what they said now. Let's see. Do we have a healer? Oh shit, okay, strength. Okay. He's trying. What else? Very hard accent, yeah. I could barely understand. It's okay. I rented a Japanese boyfriend for a day. Oh guys, you would be interested in that video. I was looking at solar panels today, and I found cool small solar panels that you can just put in your backpack. Imagine how cool it is to just carry small electricity with you. Wait, I have to show you. What is happening? Use poisons? Oh. It's like really cool. Wait, shows my address. Okay, there's like blue print. Just ignore. Because it marked blue. Like this is just one, but like you get the example. Ignore the blue, that's my mouse. But it's like, it's so cool. You just like put it there and it can charge your phone or what, tablet or phone charger bank. I thought it was so cool. I kind of want to get one of these solar panels to see how it tests. Hat or like something. Like how cool would that? How cool would that be? Like when you travel. Oh, is it? I have no idea if it's cancerous. Dude, I heard phones are cancerous all the time when they're next to you and you sleep with them. Oh, someone said vote that useless DPS. It's probably talking about me. I don't know, because I always see people who say phones are cancerous, don't sleep next to a phone. But everyone sleeps. And this, you can just like put it on the side even. Maybe you don't have to put it in your backpack. But this is a very cool idea for traveling and stuff. Oh, he's talking to me. Hold on. Instance. I'm new Rouge. Learning. Very sweet community, might I say. First time Rouge outlaw. Learning. Okay, let's see. Let's see the WoW community from the Reddit posts. Let's see if the Reddit posts are good. Wait, is he a demon hunter? No, he's a war. No. He's a demon hunter. It's easy. Okay, Mr. Demon Hunter. Just chillax. You're playing Demon Hunter. So it's okay. Breathe. Use your pistol shot when it's yellow. Did I put my poisons? Demon Hunter is very different to Rouge. I'm just trying to watch videos. He is a demon hunter. I don't know how this goes. Demon hunter is the most brain dead class though. No, son on WoW. I am watching videos on YouTube, but someone is disturbing me. This demon hunter is disturbing me. Assassin. Okay. I'm not changing. Ben. But yeah, I was talking now about like cool solar panels, like that you can take with you and they're portable to like charge your phone and stuff. It's just so cool. I love it. And I kind of want to buy. I don't know if I'll use, but I want to buy. I've never seen that before. Okay. We have FK, by the way. Is he coming back? Like, this is so cool. I wanna get. Also, they're only like, I don't think it should be that cancerous because they're smaller. They're not as powerful as the big solar panels. They're just for like charging phone or iPad. So I don't think it would be that bad if they're not as powerful. Like I can't use my laptop with that, obviously. So maybe it's not that bad. Ah, the hat. Ah. Okay, the mage is on its way. What do I watch? I'm checking on YouTube. What's the hardest thing you've done?
What's the hardest thing that you've ever done?
Doing castings and modeling. Sometimes math. Tried to put my skateboard on the grass.
Watch how you play Outlaw.
Solving
No.
problems. I don't like math. It's my worst subject.
Learn a really hard tap step.
I don't like learning when the class is very boring. Or at least the spec. When it's boring, I don't want to bother. I want to level it to 60. Like, I've been saying how bored I am. Like, so I don't want to bother learning if it's so fucking boring.
I don't know.
I just
When I
want to level
first
to
went to
60.
sleepaway camp.
Skiing down a really hard trail.
The first play that I did, and I had to go up in front of people and sing
Kenny
my lines and
S.
sing my songs. It was terrifying.
My brother was severely injured in an accident once, and it was a really terrible injury.
Yeah.
And I had to call my siblings and tell them about it.
Probably move from Minnesota to New York.
Probably have to listen on my phone from when my dad called me saying my sister was in a car accident.
Move to New York City. Leave my family back home.
Making my final college decision.
Moving to New York City, not knowing anyone.
I had to tell my mother that I was gay.
I worked really hard for 2 years to gain 60 pounds, actually.
Deciding what I wanted to do with my future.
To leave everything that I had back in Italy.
It's gonna get real dark. Is that okay? Yeah, I spoke at my mom's memorial.
Traveling abroad.
Overcome a nearly fatal car accident. I went through a ton of physical therapy my senior year, and I got back into cheerleading, and we came back and we won the state championship. So
The most
by far,
difficult
that's the
thing you
biggest
did
thing I've
was
overcome
call
in my
you
life.
family? What do you mean?
my cat.
Quitting school and going to treatment for an eating disorder.
Probably like overcome like internal fear.
Getting up and moving to a new place.
Going to boarding school.
Wait, I'm doing more damage than him now.
Writing a 13-episode web series.
Wait, but now I'm fine now. Now I'm second. Easy peasy. What?
Quit drinking.
Go to the Army.
The hardest thing I've ever done is a 2-week trip in Oregon. That was a week of whitewater rafting and a week of backpacking.
But it's also been the most rewarding thing is being a parent.
I'd say go to school while doing a full-time job and still committing to my kids' activities.
Run backwards.
I think the hardest thing was leaving England, where I was born, and coming here to study.
Learn how to show my emotions.
When my corporate job called me while I was at the airport waiting to board a plane to New Orleans and told me that there was a change in the department and that I was laid off, that might have been a little hard.
Being true to what I want in life.
My father passed away, and he passed away in front of me, and having to perform CPR on him unsuccessfully.
I'd have to say go through a divorce. Move to New York.
The hardest thing that I ever did was learn to forgive my father.
To tell my parents that I crashed the car.
I guess when I have to discipline my kids. Zip lining.
My second divorce, man, that was tough.
Move away from home, leave all of my family that are all on the West Coast to come to New York.
Left my life in suburbia and moved to New York City.
Buried my nephew.
Get divorced.
They're all like, move to New York, move to New York, move to New York, like 4 times. Try moving a country where
And then get remarried to the same guy.
To decide to start my own business.
Getting up on
try
stage,
moving a
I
continent.
don't know, go to college.
Getting through college, that was a time where I was most sick with my seizure condition, which made studying very difficult.
Come back to my family one time when I was laid off work.
Get my master's degree in architecture.
To leave my family and come to the States by myself.
I left a relationship with someone I loved that just
ASMR.
was not going to work.
Take my boat from Rhode Island up through the Arctic to the Northwest Passage and ended up in Seattle.
Getting sober.
Uproot myself from
Atlanta and move to New Jersey.
I know.
The hardest thing I'm doing at the moment and have ever done is maintaining my weight.
Forgive somebody for something that wasn't easy to forgive.
The half Ironman, physically.
Not getting lost. I think I have this gene that doesn't, can't navigate.
Bury my parents.
If I really tell the truth, the hardest thing I've ever done is to stay married.
Divorce. I needed to do it, but it is what I call my dark tunnel experience.
Try to control my temper.
Finish that marathon.
Most of these things are not even that bad. Okay. Mm. First thing I ever did was move from my room to the living room. Oh my god. That's not easy. Get Aiki ability ready. Aiki. Pick lock. Ah, I have to pick lock the. Must be in stealth. How do I go stealth? That's pickpocket. Pick lock. Skill not high enough. He means IKEA. Ah, yes. I'm trying to see you. There's nothing. Why the middle class is disappearing?
The middle class was once a symbol of the American dream. But the American middle class today paints quite a different picture.
Being middle class, I feel like you're really just in between a rock and a hard place. You're in a spot where everyone's like, hey, you're doing better than, low class. You're doing great. You should be fine. And you're underneath the people who are actually doing fine.
It was at least a secure category. Your kids would go to a school that you felt at least okay about. You probably own a car or two, and you'd own your own home, and you could pay for your kids' college educations. So there were certain kinds of assumptions around being a middle class person that have sort of shattered.
A survey in 2018 found that a third of middle-income adults don't have $400 to cover an unexpected expense.
What?
In polls, when people are asked about being middle class,
how
they
much?
frequently are less.
An unexpected of middle
third?
Sort of a survey in 2018 found that a third of middle-income adults don't have $400 to cover
what?
an unexpected expense.
Wow, they probably earn more than me. What? They earn more than me. Finally getting ready to board. Yes! Oh, it's time. Do you know when you go boarding and people go on the line, but even though it doesn't matter because the flight, like when they go to the airplane but they're waiting in the line, like what's the point of that? I never understood. Every time I flew, there was also always a line of people wanting to board, like get on the airplane, but they're like waiting for 20 minutes in that line, standing for the airplane and then going in the airplane. Like why? It doesn't matter, like there's already seats. You could just sit in your chair. And I've seen it every single time I went to the airport. Sports where you have to like enter the airport, and the lines are always huge. So they want to get in the line as fast as possible. But getting in the airplane, waiting 20 minutes before you can't even go inside the airplane, that makes no sense. It was so stupid. Just standing there. Just sit.
Middle class, they frequently are less likely to say so, and more people now urge the pollsters to suggest that they're working class.
You
So
just
I think
chill.
that many people who maybe in prior years would have thought of themselves as middle class now no longer think of themselves that way.
So when we think about economic status, we think about it as some static,
to $10,000-$20,000, depending on kind of.
Oh, you guys have furniture? Come on.
Buying.
I'm third. Never mind. I just went fourth. I'm fourth. We're not too bad, right? I'm not pressing. I'm not looking at the bar.
I mean, if not replaced.
Wait. Oh, you couldn't see. I tried. Yeah, you know, we're doing okay. I know, Lucia. Okay, go back already. Come back.
How much is we looking to replace?
Around $1,800.
Uh-huh.
The backyard is definitely eclectic.
Wait, just put the fence yourself. Is it that hard?
The colors look like a marble cake that you would get.
Who cares about colors when you're frugal? They're not frugal for shit. Look at their house. Who cares about colors when you're frugal? That's not frugal. Sell the house.
Hey,
This is my wife, Melanie.
Good to meet you.
Oh, okay. They want to sell the house. That's why they want to change the fence. Got it. Then color it. I think I've seen this before, actually. Raising kids on junk food. Oh, I miss that. Why the fuck did you feed him fast food in the first place? He's not, what, 1 year old? You're already feeding him fast food? No wonder he doesn't want to eat normal food. It's bad. Whose fault is that? Oh, it's the baby's fault. He's 19 months old. It must be the baby's fault. Why the fuck would they do that in the first place, you lazy fucks?
An expert's help, and I've got someone telling me what to do, then I'll be able to change.
Maybe they just don't. Bad parenting. Bad fucking parenting. The concept of putting cock in toddler's beanie cup actually makes me want to cry. I was shocked and disgusted when the dad of the toddler said, I have no control over what she eats. Of course a parent has complete control over what their toddler eats. It makes me happy, though, to see how the parents in the video make effort to change. I'm trying not to judge because God knows I'll make mistakes, but these people brave enough to be public about it. How the hell did you put Coke in a baby's bottle? How are these parents... I was growing up, I used to be jealous of all the kids whose parents let them keep sugary snacks and drinks in the house to get fast food almost every night. I'm so thankful that my family put in the time and teach me to have better habits. Same. Literally same. A teenager with 2 kids who still gets treated like a kid by her mom and had a heart attack? Wait, I don't know the context. Do we leave or stay? Nice. So bad. They're literally killing their kids. Ooh, oh, Nem. Okay, look. Okay, yo, I've seen this five-headed tank. We have a shaman. Yo, we have a shaman. Okay, listen what we're gonna do. We skip these two bosses. Minx, it works with this guy, right? What ability was it again? No, we can skip a lot here. Just do normal for now. What was the shaman ability? Like this. But like later, not now. 30 minutes cooldown. Hold on. I asked, Shaman, your recognition works, right? Because what you do, you skip the first two bosses, and then you kill the third boss. Just in case, you kill the third boss, and then from the third boss to the fourth boss, you go to the first boss, and you're basically skipping all the mobs from the third to the fourth. We saw one tank doing it, and it was so five-handed. After you kill the goblin boss, you run all the way to the final boss, all of you die, and then the shaman resurrects and... Yeah, it's so fucking easy. But he didn't answer my question, the shaman. You do like a death run, and you run all the way there, and you're literally skipping everything. But the shaman didn't answer. Uh-oh. His name is Igor Lover. I don't know if I trust that shaman. Damn. Wait. Oh no. Is it fun tanking, by the way? I think we're having a problem with the healer. I just know the healer just randomly didn't bother and just pulled them just now. So I'm just saying, I'm not trying to snitch, but it might be the shaman. Also, he didn't answer my question. Is tanking fun? Is it cool? No? Really? You don't like it? The Mother Lord. Oh boy. Minx, I told you stop doing that! You wanna be a mod and I'll pay you as a mod? Sure! I'm kidding, I'm not paying mods. You know Shroud doesn't pay for his mods. I might have pulled these two by accident. I don't know who. Me or the healer. I know. Are you in the airplane now? Where are you? Exact moment. Lucia, my lovely. Your gear is red. Oh! Oops. Silly me. Thank you. I'm only one using interrupts. Yeah, Manx also interrupts and does most damage and does most healing and everything. Let's just be the tank, you know? Pussies. Nerds. Good job, Knem. You're doing great. You're the babysitter. Gnemo. What a funny, silly name. Just sat in my seat. I'll let you know when I land. No! Okay, let me know. I'll miss you. Yes, you don't go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. We got this. Oh, level 45. What do I choose here? Loaded dice, electricity, or dread blades? It's important. Dread blades. Okay. Ah, you guys should stop being in combat. Okay, let's skip this boss, please. So I'm 45. I have to change the title from 40 out of 50 to 45 out of 50. Forgot to change. So you know the second boss, you just go and then come back. Okay, what do we watch? My 13-year-old child drinks vodka every Friday.
Paper was like gold in medieval times.
Oh, not tobacco. Sugar.
24. It's her first year working for the Family Intervention Project, having left university with a degree in criminology.
There's some
Why did he release? Wait, why did the Warlock release? Was it too far? Isn't the bus there? You need to type everything. Remember, you're getting babies. He just left. This is going so bad. Let's watch. What was the Nexpo channel? Some like horror stuff. Hehe. Mystery horror. Guiding babies.
His real name was Milo, and he was caught up in a myriad of taboo online activity. Upon checking out his post history, we'll notice that he talked about his past life in various wars, discussed information technology, and constantly berated spammers that plagued the subreddit he moderated, r/jailbait. You see, Milo isn't a very good person.
wrote this.
At
I didn't
least
see them.
considering what we know through his online footprint. r/jailbait, for those unaware,
Let's go.
was a subreddit focused on sharing technically clothed but compromising images of underage girls. It
What?
was a cesspool, and I'm sure you can gauge the community that festered there. Despite this, the subreddit had a thriving user base of thousands, and alongside its creator, who would later be exposed on national television,
Can we
the
go?
Richmond piece relatively coasted under the radar.
I don't
through
care about
most
the
of
other
its major
freaking person. Let's go.
controversy.
Let's go. Come on. now. Holy shit, how long is this?
During their time on Reddit, Religion of Peace was known to be highly active. With consistent activity throughout his days, it seemed to be an outlet for him in which he'd unapologetically share his political beliefs and opinions. For instance, he despised corporations like Fox News and CNN.
I've
and
never been in
regularly
that
lashed out
dungeon
to
that
anyone who
long.
gave technical advice that he didn't agree with. To be frank, to those that interacted with him, he was known to utilize
This is one of the
relatively
fastest
vulgar language,
dungeons.
with phrases like, "You bitch, get the fuck off," and the classic, "Fuck off and die." I'm sure you get the picture as to what type of person Religion of Peace, or Milo, was. He was abrasive and caught up in a myriad of questionable activity. Alongside this, though, Religion of Peace harbored a pretty extensive military
the healer is
background through
level
his self-proclaimed
49.
stance in the Cold War, being stationed in Palestine from 1946 to 1949, and astonishingly,
If the healer is level 49, is it also
Normandy.
like
Now, of course, this could easily be the work
the
of a
scale
troll or
there?
someone role-playing for attention. Milo regularly justified his war knowledge with claims that he was
Because
born
I
in
noticed the
1930
healing that
and
he's doing
enlisted
is
at
not
the early
good.
age of 13.
And then I check his level, he's
In fact,
49.
he claimed that he was age 79 constantly, which is pretty damn impressive considering how active and conversational he was just about every day. Every 80-year-old that I've personally met doesn't exactly care about what's happening online, and especially not on a barely 4-year-old website like Reddit was back then. Regardless, no one really questioned it. If anything, people were interested in his background, and he was always willing to share it. Of course, always with a healthy dose of banter mixed in. On the 18th of May 2009 at around 2:22 p.m., the scope of the Religion of Peace account would change. A post was made in the r/reddit.com subreddit with a simple title. "I got tired of using commercial image hosts. I set up my own. You can use it if you want." With the link to a website called LakeCityQuietPills.com. Upon heading to LakeCityQuietPills.com, you'd be met with a simple webpage with a title that seemingly
Can you
has
ask-
nothing to do with the URL at all.
Now, can you ask the shaman, because you're the other thing's gonna listen to me, can you ask the shaman if he has the recreation wild dead shit available, please? Before we check if we kill this boss or not? Because you're the tank, he's gonna listen. Because I asked, he didn't answer me, so. Because I think we should try that. The shaman. I think we should try it. Because this dungeon. Wait, is he? Okay, so let's kill the third boss. No, guys. I like, it's like safety thingy. Wait. Cool down. Okay, he told me 15 numbers. We died 400 times. Oh, really? I don't have vanish. Ah, okay. Ah, like when that I don't die. Yeah.
That old guy's image host is what you'd expect, and given Milo's activity from Reddit, I'm sure you can gauge the type of content he wanted here.
I see.
Upon exploring the website, we can observe how archaic everything is. The About Us section explains the website's convenience. The terms of service lays down the rules. The public gallery showcases a random assortment of images. The report abuse page gives a basic plain text form, and the random image.
Wait, why does they keep dying?
Minx.
Like, I don't know. Why this thing keeps dying? Like this guy, nearly. Didn't he die like 10 times already? I don't know what's happening. Did he stand on that red shit?
Aside from the web address, that old guy's image host seemed to be nothing more than an obscure, taboo image hosting website that Milo, an already questionable individual, was trying to get off the ground. This is where our story would and should end. However, on the 16th of July 2009, Milo, in a random response comment on a completely random post about Navy SEALs, would effectively plant the seed to a mystery.
Now he's AFK.
LOL. I always get a laugh when I read articles demonstrating such naivety. Of course there are assassinations. There are some things that the legal system can't fix. I'm awaiting the massive flood of downvotes without surprise. So many people actually believe that as fucked up as things are right now, and as they have been for the last 20 years, that they are needed. What do you want to bet that Bernie Madoff follows Ken Lay's path? I can think of any number of criminal organizations that would benefit from a dose of Lake City quiet pills. Clearly alluding to homicide. Why was a mere archaic image board given a URL with the same phrase? It seems oddly specific, and what most were unaware of back then was that this simple phrase, Lake City Quiet Pills, would serve as a trailhead for one of the most intriguing unsolved internet mysteries of all time.
Congratulations, you won. Congratulations, congratulations, you won. Congratulations, congratulations, you won. Congratulations.
Thank you. What did I win?
At around 1 a.m. Central Time on July 17th of 2009, Religion of Peace would make a comment stating the following. I reported a couple hundred obvious bullshit Reddits. Shit for roofers, lawyers, local businesses, and shit like that. Just those one-offs that spammers make, thinking that we actually look at their postings. They're all still there. I'm getting very discouraged, even after trading messages with admins about the spam situation. I don't think they really care all that much, like this daily lawyer attorney spam. I downmod and report every day, and the next morning there's another round from the same spammers. The admins need some aggressive mods to ban domains and user accounts. It's getting really out of control. At first, this comment seems pretty uneventful. Milo is once again complaining about
Leave
spammers,
this group!
something he did consistently for years. The thing is, this comment was the last that he would ever make. And from this point forward,
Nice.
Religion of Peace, as we know him, would vanish.
I'm not thinking anymore.
In the hours that followed,
Nice.
no one really noticed that Milo was gone. His last post was in the late hours of the night, and many that did regularly interact with him likely assumed that he was asleep.
I would never been that long in that dungeon. That's so funny.
At around
I
1
was
p.m.,
13
the
damage.
count is made. And just 50 minutes later, they'd make their first post. The end of Religion of Peace. He died today. Milo died today. He was 79 years old. He died at his desk looking at your site. Milo was a mean old fucker. Mean and honorary. He hooked me up with my first gig when I got out of the army. I didn't like finding him like that. Milo don't have any living relatives and no real friends. And other than his landlady and
They
a few
keep
people where he
aggroing.
worked, he didn't talk to anyone about much of anything. Me, he just tolerated. As I said, he was mean. I think he used that as a shield to keep people away from him. Milo thought God was some kind of con game thought up by some lazy sons of bitches who didn't want to work every day. So he's going in the fire on Monday without a service just like he wanted. I'm planning to dump his ashes in the woods near where he was born. Can't put them right there because there's a mall there now. I gave the girl next door his raggedy old cat and most of his books, his computers and Tronic shitty tag for the disabled vets in the VVA. All the rest of the stuff is for the Salvation Army. All those years and everything he owned fits in the trunk of my car. I don't know what else to say. I'll miss him. Miserable bastard. The comment section was mostly positive, with most Redditors replying in support.
Yep.
However, there were a few naysayers.
Think, are you Google Maps?
I'm sorry, this all seems so fake. Are you guys genuinely believing this? Edit. Wow, for such a skeptical site, you guys are swallowing this hook, line, and sinker. What a convenient story. Died looking at Reddit, died making posts keeping people out of spam, and what a nice boss to make a post about him. You guys ought to know a hoax. To which 26 responds, You are an ass. Milo is my friend and I was taking him to dinner on Friday. He worked at home most days. I guess I ought to call his manager, so thanks for that. I don't know why he liked this stuff. Despite the skeptics, 26 would return to Reddit 2 days later to address the overwhelming response his post received and to share where Milo's ashes were spread. Goddamn, I didn't know so many people could like him that didn't sling a gun with him. Thank you. So I'm out of here now. I don't do this stuff like you and Milo. Take care. Keep the faith. To casual bystanders, this concluded their investment into this online saga. Religion of Peace was pushing 80 after all, and a sudden death due to old age wasn't exactly a big surprise. And so, there we have it. A story about a borderline illegal subreddit moderator who talked about war stories and lashed out to whoever he wanted to, eventually passing away, forever leaving his account embedded into internet history. The end.
makes for. I gave you lots of gold. I lost all my gold to heirlooms. I keep giving you gold.
Things weren't feeling right. It was too sudden.
I only lost all my
Too
gold.
convenient for a highly taboo subreddit moderator to just vanish, followed by a completely random account with a strangely specific name to swiftly announce his death before disappearing too. Given his online activity, it just seemed like too easy of an out, and across Reddit, there were a few that took notice of this. So they began to
I
dig.
hate World of Warcraft.
It was known that he had a very specific style of grammar and was, in some capacity, close to Religion of Peace. 2.6 isn't exactly the most common choice for a username either, so they had that going for them. Eventually, they found their way to an account made in 2001 on a news aggregation website named Fark.com, and within it, user 11057 was found to be the profile of an angel. Angel 2.
What?
The account was created in October of that year, and the email address attached to it was found to be angel.2.6 at lakecityquietpills.com. Also, upon scrolling down to their bio, it read, "Dispensing Lake City Quiet Pills to lousy bastards in need of permanent rest since 1968. Now, this is undoubtedly a connection to what we would come to know as that old guy's image host 8 years later, but why the hell was it left on an account from 2001? Eventually, Angel26 was found in the comments section about.
Let's see what else. Disturbing things from around the world. Healer's on a break. Wait, did she not heal?
What do you do when you find yourself staring into a space? Empty, yet terrifying. It's a phenomenon that's gained widespread attention in the past couple years due to the nature of our ever-evolving world. Things are changing, closing, being forgotten,
Can't see who.
and in their wake are derelict spaces that evoke a nostalgic comfort, yet our brains seem to strangely reject them. We
Wait,
feel like
they
we've
wanna
been there.
remove the.
We
Did you
associate
do
memories
yes or
with
no?
images that we've never before seen, and for some reason, we become stuck in this trance of eerie fascination. This sensation is caused by liminality, a term deriving from the word liminal, meaning something that's occupying a position at, or on both sides of, a boundary or threshold. Something that is within transition. With widespread interest catalyzed by subreddits, forums, and social media, the internet has served as a vehicle for sharing pictures of liminal spaces with others. This has effectively paved the path for various forms of media and online storytelling to capitalize on it, resulting in a myriad of personal stories, creepypastas, and indie games to play on the uncanniness that comes with them. Contrary to this relatively recent rise in online popularity though, liminal spaces are nothing new. In fact, the concept of liminality has always existed among us. We've just never really noticed it.
Among Us, my game. That looks peaceful.
What is it about source maps that unnerve us?
No, that looks
Is it
nice.
the feeling of loneliness, the emptiness that comes with
What?
the very
That's
purpose
so
of the landscape?
peaceful.
Or is it perhaps the fact that we can hear the sounds of other humans carrying out their lives in the distance? Yet, in our eyes, we're the only ones here. It's a funny feeling that, a feeling of confused anticipation as we await people that will never come. Contrary to the evidence around us, buildings, furniture within a cozy apartment, beer in the fridge, nobody ever will. Throughout the late 90s and into the 2000s, video games were playing on the trope of liminal spaces without even knowing it. Gary's Mod and Silent Hill are two that come to mind immediately, and while Gmod was more of an accidental case, Silent Hill was a bit more on the nose. Everything about it is interwoven with the very fabric of what makes liminal spaces so creepy to us. Isolation is always the forefront, with the player being left to explore a town that is years past its time. Hospitals, foggy streets, a theme park, a subway system, and even an apartment that you're unable to leave. Every single game is stuck in a bizarre state of transition. Nothing is bustling and alive anymore, but you sure as hell aren't in this place alone. No Players Online is a 2019 indie horror game that takes this notion and cranks it up to 10. Everything about it is liminal. We expect the game to be littered with other players. We have the overwhelming sentiment that the space we're currently exploring was, at one time, the home to thousands of multiplayer matches. Yet, we're alone. No players are online, but us. And I think this is where most of the lingering dread of a liminal space stems from. The anticipation, the expectation that someone else should be around, as is life. Yet there isn't. It's the foundational rejection of loneliness that's hardwired into our brains, and when this loneliness is portrayed through art and even photos of reality, that is where the uncanniness sets in. You know, autophobia is something inexplicably and terrifyingly unique, and you never really know it until you're in it. At school after hours, at a hotel pool when no one's around, the very last one in
Five
the
Nights
shopping
Freddy.
mall. There are so many cases for situations like this, and the beauty of the internet is that we're able to share pictures and stories of spaces that terrify us.
It doesn't
Together.
terrify me.
Whether it's through
Am I the
gaming
only
or
one
reality,
who's
liminal spaces and their play on our natural fear of loneliness are terrifying. And regardless if we ever figure out why they're so eerie, it's irrefutable that they'll always persist in the dark depths of the internet. There's something of a reminder, a memento, a lens into a world that is and will always be. Nothing but a burning, fading, and ever so distant memory.
I still don't know how to play Rouge.
It's late at night. You're cozied up in your room watching creepy YouTube videos. There are seemingly endless, but there is one channel that I'd like to highlight tonight. It's called Florescita Dreams, and at first glance of their channel, we can notice the absurdity with their thumbnails. Their content is just as cryptic and heavily resembles various ARGs that we've encountered in videos past. It's in Spanish, but that doesn't discount how strange it is. At the end of the day, though, you might be wondering, why are we talking about this tonight? In the midst of scouring for topics to cover, I was sent an email by a person named Joshua. A link to this channel and their explanation of it states the following. After Spanish cartoons broadcasted in Mexico, there used to be a PSA showing missing people with their pictures and info on their last known whereabouts. One girl that showed up consistently was named Celine Delgado, and her only picture was of very poor quality, eerie, and her features were very vague. The actual video is in Spanish, but from what I understand, they suggest that she doesn't actually exist and was artificially made specifically to appear unsettling so people would better remember the broadcast. Interesting. The video in question was uploaded on September 2nd of this year and is titled Cinética del Patrón, Celine Delgado. Let's have a look.
Evento. Celine Delgado. Celine Delgado es un patrón de rostros artificiales. Los rostros son construidos artificialmente y simulan ser caras humanas, para generar emociones deseando generar estímulos supernormales.
Alright, it seems bizarre, but they're onto something. At the beginning of the video, Floresita seems to assert the hypothesis that the face of a woman named Celine Delgado, quote, kinetically fits non-human, AI-generated faces using the constant tau. They go forth to explain the uncanny valley and how facial reconstructions cause uneasy.
See the one with the creepy radio. Strange sounds from 96.7 FM. I forgot about this one. I want to see. Don't know if it's creepy or not anymore.
From the span of October 2017 to June 2018, a bizarre phenomenon was taking place around the city of Portland, Oregon, on the radio frequency 96.7. At that time, listeners from around the city began picking up a plethora of distorted sounds that resembled something out of an eerie broadcast hack. The audio was described as containing strange ambient buzzing, intermixed with speech recordings from both MLK and JFK respectively. Today, the station operates ordinarily, broadcasting a mixture of rap and hip-hop under the designation 96.7 The Numbers. All seems fine now, but back then, this odd occurrence baffled many, leaving them perplexed and intrigued as to who actually was doing this and what it really was that they were listening to. Tonight, we're diving into the mystery of the strange sounds from 96.7 FM. Road trip. January 6th of 2018 would be the day that two users, Jimmy Salts and Batchian320, would spearhead an online investigation in a niche little subreddit for a suburb outside the city called Beaverton, Oregon. Out of the 5 posts that we're going to get into, these, as far as I've seen, were the very first. In a stellar coincidence, their threads would be a mere 2 minutes apart on the same night. At both 8:11 and 8:13 p.m., they'd inquire on if anyone's heard the strange audio that was, at that time, playing on 96.7 FM. While both are notable, Batchian gave a bit more context in theirs, so let's give that one a read. Tune in at 96.7 if you're near Progress Ridge. Some weird shit's going on. Sitting in the car with friends, tuned to 96.7, and I'm hearing weird repeating sounds and sometimes random people talking or saying random things. The sounds get more bassy and less bassy, with some strange frequencies interrupting other ones. Someone please explain this. In a response by a user named The Little Norsk, they claim that they too have heard the same. For a period of 5 months now, I've been haunted by the sounds of this radio station, and I can only imagine that others have picked up on it too. And it turns out I was right. I've uploaded specific YouTube videos that I've recorded on my phone to show everyone what I hear. Whoever that is in charge of this radio station should really speak up, because I really am spooked by the number station-esque themes to this whack frequency. For a while, I thought it was some kind of MK Ultra shit going on. Edit. This station's now completely silent. Below this, they linked a video that we'll come back to shortly. January 10th of 2018, a deleted user would jump into the Thinking Sideways subreddit, wondering the same thing. Did I record some kind of number station? Recorded this off FM radio, January 6th of 2017 at about 6:30 p.m. The radio station's not officially listed. It went on in this weird pattern for several minutes before just playing some white noise type tone for hours and hours on end, with no station call. The station's a defunct rock station that I've never heard of. The next day, they played backbench MLK speeches and something that maybe could be called ambient music, slow motion tones, and whirring sounds. Nothing it's played is recognizable by Shazam. Any input's welcome. April 6th of 2018, Redditor WTF Hacker asks the Portland subreddit, who's broadcasting from 96.7 FM? And on June 23rd, 2018, and I'm Boltman asked the same. Was driving home from PDX today and was going through FM radio stations when I found 96.7 FM. The station plays chopped up music and weird noises. After a little research, I found that they've played MLK and JFK speeches before, and that they've been doing this for as long as 2006. Can you guys help me solve the mystery behind who runs it and why they broadcast what they do? At this point, you'll notice that the time span for this strange phenomenon encompasses an extremely large window of time. A window of time that would effectively rule out any sort of broadcast hack or isolated incident. Clearly, whatever it was that was happening was widespread and didn't seem to bear any plans to stop. There are 3 videos that I want to show you.
Just leveling.
One from The Little Norsk,
I'm
one from
46
that deleted
now.
account, and a third that was picked up from YouTube.
Hello, welcome James.
Let's have a listen.
KZRYLP, Portland.
So day 2 of this radio station, 96.7 FM, Portland, Oregon. It's doing this again.
I'm gonna leave Olive Garden.
And I bet as soon as we leave where we're gonna go eat, just like yesterday, it's not gonna be doing this anymore.
And it's not even the same time of day either.
Yeah, because we went, it was like, what, 4 or 5-ish when we went out?
It's like 5:30.
It's 5:30, and now it's...
Same.
You can't see it because it's bad here. Wait, let me clean that off. It's 12:45.
That's pretty lit. That's a jammer.
Oh, it stopped. Boo!
Carlson handles the countdown as the launch vehicle begins to build up. We're now hitting the 4-minute mark. 4 minutes and counting. We are go for Apollo 11. We'll go on an automatic
Change to 46.
at 3 minutes and 7 seconds.
The engines that generate that thrust have a combined horsepower equal to 543 jet fighter planes.
I'm having more fun listening to this than being on like YouTube or anything else.
Creepy. Oh no, not this again. It's a bit creepy. That's creepy.
Now this sounds like something broadcasted straight out of a horror movie, but we have to remember that this wasn't fictional. This was real life, being observed on a legitimate radio station over the span of months. Any sort of edgy teenager or shitposter broadcasting out of their home for a bit of a prank seems ill-considered, as it's safe to assume that after such a long period of time, they'd be caught. Furthermore, you might be drawing parallels between this and the widely known WKCR broadcast hijacking that occurred back in the 90s. If we can recall, the overarching consensus for why that happened was simply chalked up to a prank by the station MC over at Columbia University. While that's possible with 96.7, let's take a look at what we have to work with so far and see where we can head with it. A quick note on radio station call signs and their legalities. Every station you listen to on the radio is designated something called a call sign. These are typically 4 letters in length and can be anything. KZRY, KRBE, ABCD, anything. These are licensed out by the United States Federal Communications Commission, and typically, the application process for these is competitive and drawn out. To be granted a license, you need to have a specific purpose and adhere to it for as long as you're on the air to keep your license valid. Furthermore, there are 2 types of radio stations, high-powered and low-powered.
Headroom
The
spanking
former are typically the ones you listen to when you dial into your favorite station. They're
I don't
usually
know who's
backed by a large
Max.
corporation that has the money to spend
Is
on
it some
broadcast
American
antennas and the
celebrity?
power to drive them across the city.
Bacteria.
Low-powered stations, on the other hand, which are denoted by LP after their call signs, are typically able to be licensed out on the same frequency as the high-powered ones. However, their reach is much less, usually only a couple miles in length. These utilize designated radio towers and are typically popular with independent parties and non-profit organizations.
Oh man.
Now,
I
with
can
Radio
see
101
again.
under our belts, we can recall
Stay in
that
that
in
group.
that
I think
last
we have low
video,
level.
we heard a low-powered call sign.
Phew. We have low level maybe. Level 20, stay. Q, 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 Q.
R-Y
Oh my god.
L-P.
No. It
Performing
was
a
level
search
20.
on this reveals that this one is now defunct, but at one point was active on the broadcast
Shit.
frequency, 96.7. If this Facebook post is anything to go by, then we can deduce that on August 29th of 2018, it was changed from KZRY to a KNUM LP. Oddly,
I'm not taking
digging
a
into
break.
the latter, at least on numerous FCC information websites, reveals that the KNUM radio call sign is licensed out to, of all things, a
Imagine
non-profit
taking breaks.
organization by the name
We're not allowed to take
of
breaks.
the Community Alliance of Tenants.
We're not allowed.
The address for their organization, even more strangely, directs you to a Lutheran church.
Ah, my eye. Ding 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 ding.
So what in the world do these people have to do with this? According to their official website, The Community Alliance of Tenants, or CATS, is a tenant membership organization. Low-income tenants, predominantly low-wage workers, families with children, people living with disabilities.
Okay. Ding 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 ding. Disturbing things. Oh, the Reddit stalker. Oh, have you seen Yay Video Games one? Down the rabbit hole. Oh, down the rabbit hole, it's about a woman and she's like a stalker to everyone. She like keeps stalking everyone and constantly replying. I think her name is Jennifer, and she's actually real. Wanna see a stalker? Ah, I'm blind.
Got dragged into one of the most bizarre South 32-like rabbit holes ever. If you see anyone respond to my tweets, and you probably will on this one, with the name Amanda, Stompy, or any variation therein, do not interact. Ever heard of the website Rabbits? Apparently it was a site that allowed multiple users to have watch parties for online content. Apparently recently
Yeah,
it was
I had
shut
it.
down after being bought out. However,
Yep.
this Amanda user is dead set on it being linked to child abuse. Anyway, she has a
I
ton,
loved Rabbit.
and I mean a ton, of alternate accounts and will spam you endlessly if you mention it. Furthermore, she'll accuse you of supporting if you block her because of it. It's just a never-ending negative feedback loop. Anyway, how does this tie to me? Recently, someone made a thread on my subreddit about this and her subreddit, r/stoprabbits news sites, and since then, I've been subjected to this endless spam and borderline harassment by her. If you see her tweets, just block and do not engage for your own sake. Online harassment. A source of mental anguish and a plague on one's happiness. Aside from stalking, I'd say that this is one of the worst things that can happen to someone online. The constant slander, the never-ending negativity by a vulture circling over your head, ready to strike when you decide you're sick of hiding. Yeah, I have an online harasser, and this is my story.
True.
What a year. As if prolonged quarantine due to a widespread, unprecedented virus wasn't enough, I was infected with yet another, a different type of virus that just won't go away. If you head to any one of my tweets and look hard enough, you'll find her. And for obvious reasons, her name in this video is not actually her name. The reputation damage that someone can cause with these claims are enough to give anyone crippling anxiety, especially when people are unaware of the context of what's actually happening. It isn't just me either. Mama Max, Mudahar, Loey Lane, and Night Docs have all fallen victim to this online plague and have tried everything in the book to get rid of it. Why is she so hard to get rid of anyway? I mean, honestly, if this is just one person going up against all of us, why is this even a big deal? Don't worry. We've been working behind the scenes, compiling testimonies, constructing dossiers, and noting every single detail that's happened. Some of the things that she's done are enough to land anyone in jail, and her method of keeping her tirade alive is something that I'm having trouble wrapping my mind around. It's safe to say that I've never seen anything quite like it. And tonight, we're going to explore it. So how did I get here? It's a question that I'm sure you all have and have had for quite some time now. It's a bit tricky. Let me take you back.
Jenkins.
It was a February morning. I was just waking up, sand still in my eyes, and I reached over to check my phone. Among everything else, I noticed I had a few Facebook comments. I opened them up to see what they're about, and God damn it, another ARG. If you're unaware, yes, this is a common occurrence. One of the not so great things about covering internet mysteries is that people are compelled to create their own. And they can get spammy. But I digress. I had things to do, and so I went on with my day as per usual. Again. Wait, is this? That person, or person from Facebook seems to be real convinced of something to do with me. The thing about the internets, and what's really getting to me about this, is the fact that when someone like this comes out with such loaded and heavy-handed claims, people are inclined to question it. And some, even if it's just 1%, would be inclined to believe it. This is how rumor starts, and I'm not about to be blamed for something I didn't do. Jesus Christ, what the f was I dragged into?
I'm stunned 3 times. Why me?
It appears that this is all stemming from one Reddit post about a website named Rabbit that was made to my subreddits. I'm not entirely sure why something so simple could cause such a wildfire for someone, but hell, at this point I hardly even know what Rabbit is, and this post wasn't even made by me. I'll just give it some time. I just want this to go away. I don't need something like this wrecking my headspace.
Oh no.
Alright, she ain't letting up.
He's crying.
Ryan, what do you want to do? Ignore it. You've got to talk about this. Address it. Ignore it, it'll pass. Address it. Ignore it. Address it, people will understand. You're gonna have to talk about it one way or another. People are wondering what's going on. Just address it. Ignore it, it'll go away. Why are you putting out a statement for something you didn't do? Address it, Ryan. This isn't your problem. Put out a statement. Everyone knows she's lying. Ignore it. Address it. Ignore it. Just address it. Just do it.
Just kill her.
Here goes nothing. Oh, now she's really, really mad. From here on, I became target number one, and the next 24 hours were nothing short of a hellish nightmare. Every single person that I publicly interacted with online became added to her growing list of targets that she openly touted on her many subreddits. Scrolling through them is a nonsensical word salad nightmare filled with tweets, my face, connections to rabbits, and even threats. Yeah, for a while there it got personal. Too personal. You won this one, Amanda. You won this one. Privating my Twitter until release of the next video so Amanda can hopefully get off my ass. Normally I'd just leave it be, but she's begun targeting you guys and my loved ones here, and it just doesn't sit right with me. This stuff started about a month ago out of nowhere, and to be clear, I have no idea who she is. I've never used rabbits, nor do I have any intention on making a video on her. I just want this mess to stop. Unfortunately, others that have been harassed have reported her, but the authorities basically say they can't do anything about it. It should also be noted that she began archiving my followers on r/StopRabbits news sites if you sort by new. It's an unfortunate situation all around, and I truly hope she gets help for this. Things got quiet for a while. After a couple weeks under a private Twitter, she seemed to back off a bit. There were a couple of instances of rat accounts getting approved to follow me, but those didn't bother me too badly. I'll admit it was hard forcing myself not to check her subreddits every hour like I'd grown so accustomed to doing. Reading it was an addiction that made me feel like absolute shits because there was nothing I could do about what she was saying. While I was helpless other than blocking and reporting her spam, something about knowing what she was saying about me put me at this strange sense of ease. Like I could somehow control it. Like the feeling that she wouldn't be able to blindside me again. She was in my sights and was living in my head rent-free. But we all know situations like that are nothing but destructive. Other than that though, relatively, things seem to be looking up. Finally. But I am so naive. I couldn't have been more wrong.
You're talking about that chapter video?
Yes.
So that was really pretty hard on me, honestly, just because, as you know, that was pretty soon into my start with this whole YouTube thing. And I had somehow miraculously gotten some pretty big people to join in on something that I thought was going to be really fun. Really wanted to do something really fun with Mike from that chapter. And what was really discouraging was her habit of going after one person and then anyone that person associates with. And so when I tagged everybody in that tweet, I tagged Justin Wang, I tagged, Loey, I tagged Alex Bale, I tagged everybody that was in there.
Me.
And she immediately latched onto them. And right after that, she became pretty relentless, just as she had been with you and I, on them. And so it felt really awful, because one of the things that you and I have talked about was that this has created a really awkward situation where we're kind of limited in who we can interact with publicly, specifically because of this one sole person who comes after us and anyone that we are friends with, which has kind of isolated us from a group of friends that we hold near and dear.
On the 1st of April 2020, one of my good friends, Night Docs, would release a collaborative video by the name of The Dark Side of That Chapter. While meant to be one massive joke towards our friend Mike, little did he know what it would turn into for him. The upload featured a plethora of other creators along with myself, all jumping in to give Mike some heat for the, quote, bad things that he's done to us over the years, and it was all done in good fun. The thing was, I was a part of it, and I was infected. If Amanda's the virus consuming my life, then this video was the catalyst that unknowingly spread it. Yeah, she started harassing everyone else too.
My first experience with Amanda was after I had replied to your post. And so I saw your Twitter thread, and I specifically remember that I replied, "I'm so sorry, Rye, like that's crazy." And it was almost immediately after that Amanda started popping up for me. God, where do I even start? I remember she was very vocal about specifically thinking that I had called her crazy, because I replied, of course, to your post saying that the situation was crazy, which I didn't. You know me, I would not just run on the internet and call someone crazy. So she started getting really vocal with me within those coming weeks, and by April, I had to make a statement of my own, and I had to say, listen, when you reply to my tweets, and it's so embarrassing to have to say that to your subscribers, that they are at risk of being harassed by this person. But I had to make my own statement, and since then, I mean, it's just been a mess. As you know, I am an ambassador for various brands, and one of them being Savage X Fenty. They retweet me a lot and show a lot of like my photos and stuff. And I remember she replied under one of their tweets, because I block every account that she has. And that was, I think that that's when I realized how serious it was, and that it wasn't just like this person on Twitter stalking me and my friends, essentially. It was like, oh, this can really impact my business, and these are very serious allegations and claims that she's making because I replied to a tweet.
I'm sure each one of them could tell their arc of the story, and I'm pretty convinced that they'd all sound pretty similar to mine. Amanda enters your life without invitation, wreaks havoc, and becomes something that you just need to learn to live with. Police can't do anything. Twitter squashes her accounts, however more just keep popping up. Blocking her doesn't do a damn thing, and interacting with her just makes it worse. This woman has so many accounts on so many different platforms that the sheer scale of the operation she's running is so grandiose that it's incomprehensible. Sun up to sundown, she's on our case, making absolute damn sure that our lives are hell because she's convinced that we're all up to something nefarious. One of the most ironic examples of this comes from one of her many Facebook accounts where she's accusing Max, yes, Mama Max, the vigilante predator hunter, of being a pedophile.
I invited Yugna if you want. I'm almost 47.
She posted my video on her Facebook and called me to a bunch of people. And my first thought was, fuck this bitch.
And the crazy thing is that people believed it. Unless these are bots, but these accounts go back pretty far. It's weird though, because I've noticed a strange pattern with these people. They're nice to her. Too nice, and I highly doubt that
Hi, sorry. Hi. 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 Let's go. Let's see.
They're oblivious to the torment that she's caused
I need to
people
get
for years
soup.
now. Oh yeah,
I'm
she's
here.
been doing this for years.
Oh. Okay. Did you get in queue? Okay, let's do leave.
But we'll get to that
Are you
shortly.
okay? Just fix your head.
I want to say for the most part, since being a daily
Just
uploader
fix
and a
it.
daily poster, the engagement sort of starts to drown her out. But there were a couple days where, like, you know, you go without an
Just
upload
don't
and
be
she
in
like
pain.
takes over a comment section and like it pops
Yeah,
up.
me.
You know, she like upvotes it via her like crazy bot network, and it ends up like showing into the like people start
This gives
asking
me
questions, right?
PTSD.
Like, you know, people see the post or like, what do you promote? Like, you know, pedophilia, or are you part of this like, you know, promotion of a pedophilia network or whatever with your friends? And sometimes I don't. At first, I didn't bother explaining it, right? Like to a random commenter, I wouldn't, because I just let it happen. I'd let them say it, and I wouldn't bother acknowledging it. I'd keep it out of the whole fray. What really got to me was where my mom came up to me and she's like, she asked me, because my mom's my biggest fan on here, so she'll like follow videos, she'll read the comments and shit. And she read the one comment from her, and like, when your family starts asking you if you're, you know, defending of a pedophile, like that's such an awkward conversation. Like, of course it's a no, but it takes away like it's just a conversation you don't want to have, because now it's going to be like forever stuck, and they're always going to remember it, and it's just like it pissed me off to the point where it's like when you have questions, when it starts bleeding into your personal life, yeah, fuck it, dude. There's no like, the rage that I had built like 100 times over, because I was
1
already
second.
aggravated and pissed at her, but now it's like, now it went from like, oh, I'm pissed at you, to now like I want to fucking bury you. Like I want to fucking dig a 6-foot hole in the ground and fucking throw you down it. Like I shouldn't even be saying it, but that's literally how I feel after dealing with her fucking psychoness. Because the thing is, I would chalk it up to someone being fucking crazy. But, like, this is like somebody just like, this
Hi, I
is beyond
missed
crazy.
you.
This is beyond a fucking illness. This is like
Hello.
malicious as fuck at its core. And
You're
that's
good? Now
what I'm
you're
getting
gonna
from her,
head
dude.
back
Fuck it.
home?
Fuck her. Fuck Amanda.
Oh my god. Hell yeah.
Throughout April and May, her reign had spread to multiple fan bases within the internet mystery genre. While things might have seemed like business as normal, the actions we were taking behind the scenes proved otherwise. We began a hunt for information on this person and realized that discussion about her preceded our involvement entirely. I hope you have a snack handy, because we're about to go back.
Now I
Ladies
have to
and
drive
gentlemen,
2 hours home. Aww.
let's dive into a rabbit hole.
Soon. You got your pack? What is it called? Suitcase. Yeah. It's all good. You have to tell me later, how was everything? I wanna know. I haven't gone to a trip in ages. I like staying at home, really.
It began with the advent of YouTube. The year was 2006.
Hello within reach. Oh shit. Hello, welcome. We're watching spooky videos. Well, oh shit, I think I aggroed this by accident.
The channel entered the digital space.
I'm leveling
uploading
a
mostly
Rouge.
nonsensical home movies
I
involving
got
dancing
like
and family photos.
Warrior
For
60
what it's worth,
yesterday.
people
And now I'm
seem to enjoy
leveling
it.
my Rouge. It was 40
These
and
were
now I'm
run by
at
Armanda
47.
Jenkins, an avid fan of metal, deathcore, and hardcore punk music.
Because I
as
want to
hinted at
level,
through the distinct
yeah.
visual style
And also
portrayed through
Shaman,
many
I'm
of
gonna
her
have to level
uploads.
from 13 to
Over
60.
the years, she'd cycled through a plethora of
there's gonna be a
usernames,
lot of
all having to
leveling
do
this way.
with the words core, skulls, stompy, and variations of her real name. Things get a bit hazy for the next decade or so, as she shifted
Yeah,
from username.
hi. Yeah, the sound is like weird. It gets delayed. OBS. Yeah. I don't know what's up with that. I don't. Hello? 1 sec. Okay. Come on. Thank you for 100 biddies. Yes, tell me everything, Lucy. I want to know everything. All the details. You're putting work. Yeah, I'm trying my best, bro. I usually don't play that game like all the time. But this week I'm just grinding the leveling constantly. We're constantly grinding. It takes time. But it's a goal I want to get. To level the Rouge to 60 and the Shaman to 60 also. And the Shaman, it's gonna be way more fun because I'm gonna heal. Yeah, I kinda miss healing in dungeons. So I will heal people and it will be much more fun. I like it more. DPS gets boring.
Named a username across various websites.
Now we're
However,
watching this guy who has like a stalker, and it's like a girl stalker, and she's like stalking people. It's actually also a girl because so I think soon it's gonna show her voice, like she talks and stuff. Max level is 60. Yep, max level is 60. Before it was 120 in BFA, but when Shadowlands pre-patch came, they squished all the levels. So whoever was level 120, which was max back then, got to level 50 instantly. And then in Shadowlands, we leveled from 50 to 60 if you were max. Is it one I messaged? No, I found this by myself. I think I showed this video before. I showed it. But no, I found it because I watched him like all the time next Expo. And I showed it to others.
2014,
2
she'd
years
eventually
ago.
make her way to one named SuicideGirls.com, where she'd end up amassing over 125 followers. For the better part of a year, she'd make periodic posts to the websites, curating a community that appeared to be mostly supportive of her personality and style. Now, quick side notes. Remember how I mentioned that there are people on her Facebook that support her?
If they're
even
level
today,
90,
that have to have knowledge.
like it doesn't matter. If they're level 90, then they're gonna be like 30. If you go back, they're gonna be like 30. Yeah, it's just so the numbers are not that astronomical. Like it's the same balance as before. All the mobs have been balanced with leveling and everything is balanced. It's just so the numbers aren't, it's 20 billion armor and stuff. So that's good.
Knowledge of her constant online harassment towards all of
I'd
us.
rather have level 60.
I'm not gonna delve into how she met them.
I even
because
wish, I don't think they're gonna do it, but I even wish that in the next expansion in Dragonflight, that they will squish the levels again to 60 because it's like the perfect level. Like I like the number. But no, I think they're going for 70. When do you have mass stealth? Mass stealth. Shroud of Con. Shroud? 49? Oh. Yeah, I'm 47. I like that. I like it too. I think the squishing level was so smart. And I wish they continue doing it, like constantly squishing the levels. That's why I didn't like because of the big number. Yeah, no, there was like I didn't I didn't Manx telling people what to do, them still doing that mistake. Manx, walk on rails, don't release. Instantly. But yeah, it's much better. There was yep. The person typed that was yep. Cheers. Nice. But yeah. Now we're just still leveling. I have 3 more levels to 50. And tomorrow I want to get to 60 again. Or I might actually level the shaman because my rested is gone. Like, I might actually go to shaman after this. But I have to do like very quick quests to get to 16. I'm 13, I think. Okay, but let's continue the video. You know, let's watch the
Honestly,
video
don't
and then
know.
we'll see.
But as we proceed, just let the idea of those people marinate in your
Do a few
mind.
more.
Anyway,
So now
around
we're watching this
2015,
stalker.
she'd expand her presence into other content sharing websites, one of which being an early example of her many ventures into controversy. It was around this time when we began to observe the early stages of the structure and vernacular that she'd use to harass her many online victims. Interestingly enough, here it was directed at a website by the name of UCandy, an explicit content sharing domain that Amanda seems to have once frequented. The social structure of the website seemed to be based on a 5-star system, where models would be rated based on the content and interaction that they provided their fans. This would, however, prove to serve as the foundation of Amanda's controversial tirade against them, as she was increasingly convinced that there was some sort of conspiracy against her. Today, the website's gone out of business due to a lack of funds. However, remnants discussing it are still online. Googling UCandy interestingly spits out a screenshot from a website directing us to Amanda's predicament against them. This is only on the 3rd row of the very first page of results, lending perspective into the actual online damage that this woman's able to do whenever she's pursuing someone on the internet. Her website, fittingly, is simply titled UCandy Truth, and serves as a screenshot-filled blogspot page of various DMs that she's compiled about her. Honestly, the post titles really tell you all you
Healer
need
is
to know here.
FK.
Allowing
Healer
models
is
to act like
FK.
fools. Video proof of UCandy refusing to send me proof I cheat, and of model Casey Jane stalking me. Now UCandy is going to call the cops on me. The tweet they had up, then removed using my legal name. Epic fail by UCandy and its fake sites. UCandy threatens me to tell sites lies about me. Unprofessional all around 100%. Proof they steal money from men who go on the site. Now the actual turn
Thank
of
you.
events that led up to
It's
this are unclear.
Rob. Thank
However,
you.
considering her present-day track record in regards to online drama, I'm led to believe that she formulated the situation around herself, curated a predicament about her being owed something, and ran with it in full force. As expected, she then proceeds to spam their email, Twitter, Facebook, websites, what have you, until they give in and engage with her, giving her the heated response that she appears to thrive on. In a response email to Amanda from UCandy's moderation team from February of 2015, we can observe much of this logic in action. This notice will stay on our site until all the nonsense stops and you remove your untrue blogs and stop tweeting lies. You were banned and you were paid in full and no one lost any money or tokens, and you know all this full well. You started this. You can just as easily stop it. If not, we'll continue to display this notice and tweet it several times a day with your Twitter names if need be. We'll also contact all the other sites you're currently on, such as Extra Lunch Money, Free Life
Am I the
Friends,
one who wants to carry
Live
everyone?
Profile,
Oh my god, I'm
Need Live,
like I'm barely
My
doing
Girlfriend,
damage. Like I don't know what to
etc.,
claim.
and advise them of your actions. From one site to another, we warn each other of users like you when we have to. Your call. We will not be discussing this further. Feel free to post this on Twitter. You can
It's just us.
As you might expect, this interaction didn't do many favors for them, as Amanda would continue her pursuit no matter the outcome. An interesting tidbit I'd like to note here is that soon after this, UCandy, in a bizarre parallel to the actions happening now, would take their situation public, further issuing a warning to any unsuspecting passersby who might come into contact with her in the future. Paige Stompy, aka Core Stompy, Blissbound Girl, Stompy Rebel, Amanda Jenkins Riferson. A few models have reported that the above named person has been saying untruths about UCandy and other models and users of the websites. Even though we're reluctant to discuss individuals, we would, however, like to set the record straight by saying that, as many of you are already aware, Paige Stompy was banned from UCandy for cheating in the weekly contest. She was also caught creating fake users and using those users to downrate other models' content on the site. All these users were also deleted and banned from the site. It's since come to light that she's also been banned from several other sites for doing the same thing. When banned, she was paid in full. We did not have to do this. However, as an honest company with a very good reputation, we paid her in full, regardless of what she'd done. She was also provided with a full statement so she could check the amount was correct. One of her fake users, or a very gullible follower, also claimed on Twitter that they were banned and lost tokens. We only ban users who break the rules to keep the site at a high standard for those that use it. None of the banned users lost money. Much like UCandy's claimed, maybe these are alternate accounts made to artificially boost her numbers and make her appear more relevant than she is. Either that, or perhaps her Facebook audience, full of people showering her with substantial. Ironically, this would appear to serve as the catalyst for her descent into madness.
I want to hear her voice.
To illustrate my points, let me finally redirect your attention to a niche little website by the name of Rabbit. The video streaming domain allowed users to watch online.
Oh, hi, this is the, or of course, I'm just calling since you've been harassing me on Twitter, kind of like Rabbit did, and I just wanted to call and let you know I got your number, and if you guys continue to stalk me.
Yo! Oh my god, with Reach. With Reach, hello!
Within Reach just gifted 1 subs.
Yeah! Thank you for the 1 subscription to Fat Bag. Shit. I don't wanna die. Fat Bag Jer Studio. Oh Maya. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you. I appreciate that. I wanna check if the timer works. If the timer moved, because that should be 100 minutes and I'm now at 45. It worked. 45 hours. And all I'm doing is playing WoW. Thank you, I appreciate it, homie. Now we're at the last post. Wait, let's hear her voice.
And post bullshit, I'm going to have you shut down like I did Rabbit. Don't screw with me, because I will legally do what I had to do and go to the FBI. I don't think rape's funny. You guys are making a joke out of it. I don't appreciate it. Someone actually broke in my house and tried to rape me after
she needs help.
Rabbit allowed my fucking home number to be posted. I'm not dealing with all that again.
Yeah, she sounds sick. You can hear that.
Alone. Do not call this number back either.
Yeah, I think she's just sick. Like, she needs help. She did sound old.
In 2018, Amanda Jenkins eventually stumbled her way to Rabbit, where both her and her child would watch videos in their spare time. Over the course of the next few months, Amanda's son, who we'll call Tyler, seemed to enjoy joining a particular user's room named O'Chris, who primarily hosted late-night cartoons and Gordon Ramsay cooking shows. It was noted by some that O'Chris...
Yeah, that was before the Discord, you know. I was active there in 2016 to 2017, I think. Before it got shut down, and then it was very sad when it got shut down because there was no way to watch like videos and movies with people before like Discord video screen sharing thing, was it even existed? So you everything where we watch movies in the channel, it was all there. I don't know why they shut it still. Like it got bad and then shut down.
Was a father and would allow children to watch his streams with him. After eventually discovering that Tyler was a regular of Chris's Rabbit Room, she began targeting and accusing him of being a pedophile. As you might expect, this wasn't pretty, as every single waking moment of Amanda's day was dedicated to ensuring that his online interactions were nothing short of miserable. However, it didn't quite go to plan, as Chris retaliated in full force, beginning his deep dive into her online past. Once he discovered her previous profiles on various campsites, along with her track record of sustained online harassment, he took it public in hopes of discounting her entirely. Pivoting to Reddit, in December of 2018, discussions surrounding the Chris situation would ramp up on r/Rabbit Reddit, prompting responses from him.
I think I'm gonna
One
switch
example
to
comes from a user named KingDude6889. On the 5th of that month, he'd proceed to ask the following.
Hold on. What's my shaman's level? 13. Oh, I can reach 16 super quickly. It's gonna take me like 2 seconds. Because then we can get free boost. Dino, our favorite. I can go healer. I'm the best healer ever. No one heals like me. Well, I don't know how to heal with this, but how do I get quickly to... How do I get to 16? Did I do Draenor? No Garrison. I think I can just do quick Draenor intro quickly to 16. I know, you and me are best healers. But in World of Warcraft, I see other healers. I am out there. Up there. Where's Draenor? Oh, here. Oh, I didn't do. Okay, that's gonna be super quick, guys. Don't worry. I'm gonna be very, very quick. Oh, did you leave? But guys, I've never played Shaman. Like, never played. So we'll see how it goes. I am one of the best. I know. Undead Pino on Classic. I will check soon. I have to quickly reach 16. I'm the best healer. No, I am. Of course me. I'm the best priest. Jeez, dang it. We both are. We all are best healers. What am I in spec now?